No, it's raspberry, not strawberry. With a hint of Parmesan, strangely enough.
Are you still there? Proxy, come in. Do you read me?
What the?
Someone answer me. General, do you copy?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Coda, listen, there are thousands of them. He's cloning.
What the actual fuck is going on here?
Feel them. They're strong in the force.
What are you talking about?
No, we
An army.
Yeah, there's no way to get past him. Oh shit, I got past him. It was a Playboy night. Sarcastics. I don't judge those who do. They do Garrison boyfriends.
Right here.
I'd like to have a girlfriend at Garrison. You know, I never thought I would actually use the term Garrison as a sexual innuendo. I've learned a lot of things during this stream.
Can I go now? Claire wants to take me. Just shut up.
I love ragdoll physics in a game like this. He just falls down dead, suddenly her arm goes bleh, out over her body.
Magic. Poof. And then magic. Awesome.
Oh no, it's firing at me. That's bad. Any weapons? No, I don't want to take a fucking picture. Ah. Oh, that's right. I forgot I'm playing this on. Hi there.
In the dark, shadowed corners of time, many stories have taken root and blossomed. Tales of heroes whose deeds echoed through the ages, and of villains whose names became synonymous with infamy. Of battles waged between the forces of light and shadow. On a quest that defies reason, a lone ship ventures into that abyss, guided by its bold and courageous captain, his ferocious feline companion, and a crew of outcasts and misfits. Across entire worlds, dimensions, through the darkest depths of space, and beyond the limits of known time, in pursuit of the ultimate power of the Quad. These are the adventures of the Starship Dragon. Everybody put your hands in the air and say, Happy New Year! At least for most of the world. Welcome aboard the Starship Dragon. I am Commander Krim. Glad to have you here on this Tuesday evening, the final evening of 2024. Welcome in, everybody. Glad to have you all here. Hello, Darth. Hello, Annie. Good to see you all here, Admiral Annie. Glad to have you all in here. I hope you all are having a fantastic New Year's. For those of you who have already turned 2025, as you can see by that countdown timer right there, we're still just over 6 hours, or just under 6.5 hours away, and I intend to be here for every bit of it. That's right. This stream is going to go till midnight, at least my time. May be very, very sleepy when we get to that point, but I'm going to stay up for it this time. And I have not done I've not done a midnight stream in a while, so this is going to be an interesting run. But hello, Darth. Hello, Danny. You wrote it yourself. That's fine. I'm okay with Admiral Annie. It rolls off the tongue really well. It's kind of like when I was choosing my name after I stopped. Commander Krim isn't my first Twitch name. Some of you already know about this. But when I switched away from my old name, I was like, Captain Krim? I don't know. It doesn't roll off the tongue as easily as Commander Krim. And, Captain kind of comes with some, I don't know. Feels like it comes with some obligations, maybe? Some requirements. Whereas a commander, it's a little different. Think about the Enterprise for a second. Captain Picard has always got to be, stand-up guy, always doing the right thing, always diplomatic. And then you've got Commander Riker, who is banging every chick that he can find in the Next Generation series. So, there's that. So you're like Ducat, who doesn't want to be like it? No. Because I don't want to have a spoon for a head. Or a spoon on my head. Or whatever the hell was in my mouth just now. Vice Admiral Krim. Yeah, it doesn't have a nice little flow to it, like Commander Krim. Sounds like nice smooth flow. Vice Admiral Krim. It sounds wrong, Admiral Annie does sound good. It's practically alliteration. Commander Annie, not so much. Yeah, see, it doesn't roll off the tongue as easily. It's alliteration essentially. You got Admiral Annie. You could have. There's no rank that starts with D, is there? Actually, I realized that. Well, it blows my joke. I thought about drinking tonight, like pulling out my vodka and my whiskey and getting a few shots in, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood for that. So we are going to, ring in the new year with a little bit of alcohol, but nothing really fancy. It's going to be one of these little seltzer type drinks. I know it's backwards, but let it be. But I'm not going to get drunk tonight because I just not in the mood for it. I don't know if you've ever just not been in the mood to get wasted. I'm just not in the mood. I'll learn from Admiral Patrick and answer everything that's a stupid question. Krim is more like Umakuni. I'm going to nod my head and pretend I know what that means. But yeah, I hope you all are having a fantastic New Year's for those of you who have already turned 2025. Before we go any further, though, we already have a request from the professor. I think this may be one of the new ones. Welcome to Video Gaming 101. I'm Professor Willie Long Woodcock. Lesson number 33. The less a woman wears, the more protection she has. A full set of iron armor can't provide nearly as much defense as pasties and a thong. I was right, that's definitely one of the new ones. So true. Annie and Darth both agree. Oh, Admiral Patrick. I know who you're talking about now. The uh, genetically engineered uh, special needs guy that was part of that group that was working with Bashir on DS9. I know exactly who you're talking about. Everyone started at 32. I thought they stopped at 31. And I still have a few more to go. Right now, it stops at 38, I believe. Yeah. And I think I have up to 42, but I haven't finished those ones after 38 at this point. We still do have a few more on the way. But I'm pretty close to done with those. Haven't really done a lot of work on them lately because I've actually been kind of in a mood to work on my RPG. I've made some pretty good progress in that, by the way. I've completely redone the combat system. Instead of it being a front view battle system like Dragon Quest, I might have already talked about this on stream. Instead of it being a front view battle system like Dragon Quest, it's now side view like Final Fantasies 1 through 6. I've also included a projectile system. So since we're dealing with both characters and enemies that are using like guns, so shooting bullets and missiles and whatnot, I actually have like projectiles that will shoot from the attacker to the target, and they will actually, change direction depending on where the target is located. So the system I've added, I really like it. It's really worked out a lot better than I expected it to, and I'm really liking it. I've also done a few other like changes to the game. One of the biggest things that I've done is, if you've played the demo, you may have seen the demo been played. There was a couple of moments where you had to like choose. You got like a choice option. I'm allergic to New Year's. There was a couple of times where you had like a text option and you had like a choice between doing one thing or the other. And if you chose the wrong one, essentially, that doesn't progress the plot, it's game over. And looking back on how later choices happen that have nothing to do with that kind of thing, it's later choices that you can make as the player for dialogue purposes, it could throw off the player. It could cause the player to think, okay, is this a choice that's going to actually cause me to have a game over and then have to do 5 minutes of combat or conversation or whatever again? And I've removed those. So there are no choices that you can make as far as text choices that will end the game. But there are still what I have now called action events, where you actually have to, usually, so far, it's just escape from being caught. You got like an enemy or somebody that's trying to capture you or attack you, and you have to get away from that enemy, and if you don't get away from them, then you are killed. It's game over. It's just game over. Those still remain in there, but I have given them like a little more, make it a little more obvious to the player that you still need to be doing something. It's not just, you're sitting there watching the cutscene, reading the dialogue, and then suddenly, boom, game over because you weren't ready for it. There's a sound effect that happens. There's a little dialogue box that appears that says, "Hey, you need to do something right now." Shorthand version, and I call those action events. They're now also, if you do fail them, you can just retry and it will reset the event to where you just go right back and you get to try again. You don't have to go back to the title screen and then load a save game and have to go through a long spiel dialogue or anything. You go pretty much right back to a point close to where you started the action event. So a little bit of simplification, a little bit of quality of life things, for special features that I want to be kind of unique to the game I'm making. So those are some things I've been working on. I still haven't really made a lot of progress as far as developing the story beyond Chapter 2. I'm still only like maybe a quarter or halfway through Chapter 3. So, and again, I don't know how many chapters I'm going to I know where the story is going to go and like how much I have to do to put into it. But as far as like what chapters, when a new chapter starts and things like that, I don't know. That's going to be something I'm making up as I'm kind of going along. So I have no clue actually how many chapters the game is actually going to be. But yeah, I'm actually really proud of the changes I made specifically to the battle system. I've added also some extra features, things like essentially desperation attacks, sort of more accurately closer to limit breaks from like Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy X, where under specific circumstances you get a special skill that unleashes a hell of a lot of damage to the enemies, and they're only available during a very special moment during a battle, like if you're low on health and you have to have a full energy bar, you have to have full ammo, and then you can you unleash this skill, and this skill is only available on specific weapons. So it's a very niche thing to have access to, but it is something that, in the right situation, can be very powerful. And I like how this is turning out. It's turning out even better than I originally imagined. So I'm really looking forward to getting some more progress on that. But the plan for today / tonight into the new year is we're going to continue WarCraft 3, The Reign of Chaos, aka WarCraft 3 Reforged. We are going to be up until midnight my time, at least till then. I hope. So, like I said, that counter right there is going to tell you how long it is till 2025 my time. And where I am in my country is I'm in what's called Central Time. So I'm actually an hour behind the first time zone that's going to get 2025, which is the Eastern Time Zone. So officially in the U.S., take an hour away from that, and that's how close we are to the new year here in the U.S. So 5 hours and 16 minutes away from New Year's 2025 across the country. But as far as like specifically my time zone, I'm 6 hours away, and we're going to stay here till midnight my time. So again, those of you who have already turned 2025, Happy New Year's to you. And thank you for spending some of your time, if not all of your time, here with me tonight. I greatly appreciate that. So, without any further ado, let's play a video game, and let's start the YouTube side of this thing. Say hello to YouTube, everybody. Welcome aboard the Starship Dragon. I'm Commander Krim, and welcome back to WarCraft 3 Reforged. We're forging again. Forging on as we forge and craft more war in WarCraft 3. See what I did there? Very clever. Very smart. Big brain up here. Super smart brain. Ow. Myself in the eye. Those of you watching on the YouTube, don't worry too much about this clock. This is for the live stream that we're doing right now. I'm going to be up till midnight my time, and that's the counter right there for New Year's of 2025. So if you're watching this in the future on YouTube, don't worry, that counter doesn't mean anything to you. Just, it's time stamping the video, but who cares about that? But yeah, we are picking up where we left off at the last part. Load a save game. Huh? If I find my save game, oh, there it is. Chapter 5, The Fall of Silvermoon. I think oh yeah, we actually finished. We don't need to load the save. We just need to pull up because we did finish this mission. Oh, okay, so I forgot about that I'd actually done it. So we'll wait for this to load and then pull up the right thing. Silly me. But how's everybody doing on this New Year's Eve / New Year's Day? Depending on where you might be on the planet Earth. Bring in New Year with a little bit of drinky drink. I'm not going to get drunk or anything because that's not going to do it for me. I need the strong alcohol in order to actually feel anything. I don't feel like cracking that stuff out. I'm just not quite in the mood. How many times have you heard that, guys? You try to make moves on your woman and she goes, sorry, I'm just not in the mood tonight. You know what? I can tell you that I haven't heard that since 2018. What is that? 7 years? You know why I haven't heard that in 7 years? It's like I haven't had a relationship in 7 years. It's really 7, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, coming up on 25. So yeah, 7 years. I can math. Yeah, that's depressing. Yeah, I don't care if I've been logged out of BattleNet. Okay, let's just end that. Mission. Okay. Scourge of Lordaeron, Path of the Dastard. We are on the interlude, the Revelation. 3 days later, somewhere in the wintry peaks of the Alterac Mountains. Interlude. It's going to be very lewd, this inter. Yeah, you see what I did there? I'm funny. I'm also going to be sad and lonely and single again for New Year's. 7 in a row. Any ladies out there want to make me less lonely and at least spend New Year's with me? Oh, no, it's too late for that. I don't know why I asked.
You're not upset about me killing you that one time?
Don't be foolish. The Lich King told me how our encounter would end.
The Lich King knew that I would kill you?
Of course. He chose you to be his champion long before the Scourge even began.
If he's so all-knowing, then how can the Dreadlords control him like they do?
They are agents of the ones who created our master, the fiery lords of the Burning Legion.
There's a WoW reference.
What is this Legion?
It's a Legion of hot chicks. That's why it's called Burning Legion.
Demonic army that has consumed countless worlds beyond our own. Now it comes to set this world to the flame. Our master was
those four-legged creatures look like Zerglings. I want it officially known.
The Dreadlords were sent to make sure that he succeeded.
So
They look exactly like the Zerglings?
Citadels in Northrend. The slaughtering of the elves. It was all just to prepare for some huge demonic invasion?
Yes. In time, you will find that our entire history has been shaped by the coming conflict. Now come, we have much work to do.
You want to call it recruited. Typically taking someone and forcing them to be in your service, I wouldn't call recruited. More like enslaved, but yeah, now I got a hot elf working for me. Even though she was hotter as an elf, not as an undead creature. But, yeah, whatever. Patado, yeah. Potato. Who the hell says potato?
Pizza cannon loaded and ready to throw.
Hi, Josh. I know you're I know you're even further behind than I am, but Happy New Year's to you when it comes around. I'm 6 hours away, as you can tell by that little number over there.
Isn't it time you told me about the second phase of the plan, Lich?
Certainly. The first phase of the Lich King's plan was to engineer the Scourge, which would eradicate any group that might resist the Legion's arrival.
Yeah.
Like the forces of Lordaeron and the High Elves.
Exactly. The second phase is to actually summon the Demon Lord, who will spark the invasion.
So where are we going now?
there is a nearby encampment of Blackrock orcs who maintain a functional demon gate. I must use the gate to commune with the demon lord and receive his instructions.
Now that looks strangely like the Dark Portal from Warcraft 2. Is there any resemblance? Is there any kind of similarities at all, or is this just...
Speak, fool.
Is it just for appearance purposes? Destroy the orc base, protect the demon gate.
Worm. These undead dragons are the Lich King's favored pets. This one shall serve us well.
It's actually, this is it's misnamed. This is not a worm. I've been frost worms from the boneyard. They are flying, heavy assault creatures that can learn to freeze breath quickly. It's not a worm. It's a dragon. It's a undead dragon, but it's a dragon because it's got 4 legs. It's not the same gate either. Okay, that's what I was curious about. All right, let's adjust the camera here. Okay, a little far. That's pretty good. Okay, we already have 5 guys on the works. We have 2 guys working wood. We have 2 guys working wood. Do we have a thingy? Sacrificial pit. Target acolyte to sacrifice it, turn it into a shade. Shades are invisible spirits that can see invisible units. I don't care.
What needs revealing?
That I do care about.
The Legion has sent the dead to test us. Victory to the Blackrock clan!
We orcs are the true servants of the Burning Legion. These mindless undead are weak, impure.
Your people failed their task, Savage. You too must be scourged from the world.
Bam, Skippy.
No one orders me.
What skills do you have? You can come help. Yeah, I'm just saying. Last enemy units with a wave of frost that deals 100 damage to target, 100 Nova damage. Cold damage slows units and attack rate for 6 seconds. Frost armor. Sacrifices a target-friendly undead unit to convert 3 to 3 fortress for medical lich. Okay.
No doubt his comrades carry it as well.
I've
On
encountered these
Lamia?
worshipping
Oh,
orcs
on
before.
the Final Fantasy
How do they fit
14
into all this?
server.
That, young one, is a very complicated matter. Suffice it to say, they no longer hold any favor with the Legion.
I need several of these guys. Kill orc heroes Thok, Faroth, Mazragos, Konzo, Genjuros, and Jubithos. Jubithosson? Jubithosson. It took me a second to realize I thought you were talking about the game Lamia. I'm like, what's Lamia? Or Lamia? I realized you were talking about 14. Not a big deal. I figured it out. Me had the big brain. Ooh, hey.
What is it now?
Give me that. Da 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 da.
At last.
Give me a doohickey. You guys turn into turrets also. You guys whack wood.
The damned stand ready.
Let's start with this attack power and this defense.
Upgrade my life for Ner'zhul.
My life for hire.
My fate is sealed. I gladly obey. Yes, Master. Upgrade will be done. Yes, Master. Thy will be done. My fate is sealed. More gold is required. We demand additional lumber.
Alright, I'll take 2 more. That'll be enough. We got guys working wood. We got 3 more guys that are able to work wood, so go work wood. You can also build me some more structures.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete. Summoning
Sacrificial
is
pit,
complete.
summon boneyard, black citadel,
Summoning
sacrificial
is
pit.
complete. Summoning is complete.
Graveyard already, we know the slaughterhouse,
Summoning is
damned.
complete.
Boneyard is where the
Summoning
worm
is
comes
complete.
from.
Summoning is complete. Summoning is complete.
Let's make another one of these because we can.
I
Then we'll get a doohickey for them.
Summoning is complete.
Words, English language. We'll have a thing that we have things that can build more gargoyles should we need them as secondary flying units. We need to turn this into that.
I wish only to serve.
We already have a sack pit, so you can just hang, I guess.
Yes, master.
Need more upgrades? Yes, we can.
More gold is required.
How about that gold a little faster, guys? Come on. Wave your hands faster.
Our forces are under attack.
What are these things? Red dragon whelp?
Upgrade complete. Research complete.
They're working on it. Or that. Some heroes can come back. We need the boneyard. We still need to wait for that to finish, though. Let's get attack upgrades. Oh, we need more gold. We need more cha-ching-chings. So there's bases around here that the heroes are at.
Upgrade complete.
Let's see.
Upgrade complete.
Can't heal automatically.
Thy bidding,
Can you
master.
repair? You can. That's awesome. Sorry about that. We had a few frame drops, about 1,300, and we're still dropping. Oh God! You really have to do this now.